players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Richardson to throw off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3rd and 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's going to have the Packers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Willis with a quick throw out wide. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 27-yard line.
Willis to throw once more. And this one is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A give right side for Gibbs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play action. Now Richardson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Richardson looking to throw. This to Laporta, right side.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Willis.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Now Willis to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Again, it's Willis to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Packers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Willis to try and throw for it.
Buying time to his left. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Here's Richardson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Now Richardson back to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And Watson has it right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Willis to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Packers! A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Here's Willis.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The point after, good by Grupe.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson to throw it. Pass complete. Thomas.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Here's 1st down. Here's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Throwing now is Richardson. That is caught.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Richardson.
Rolling to his right. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending.